Hey, Twilight!
What is it, Spike? I'm kind of busy right now.
A bunch of packages just came out of the mirror to the human world.
Oh, those must be from my Canterlot High friends. I ordered a bunch of novelties and other things from their world that I thought would be useful. They said they would toss them through the portal when they arrived. Could you tell me what came?
Your thing? Twilight? I'm not sure how to pronounce what's written on this one box's label. It's something from the, I guess, XXX store? What's a lifelike, dial do?
Don't open that one!
Hello everybody, welcome once again to the Brony Show. The show that brings you all of your happiness in little cartoon equine forms. I am Circuit Main, here for episode 486. But I'm not here by myself. I have a wonderful group of panelists here to also bring the silliness of equine ponies. I have DM21.
What's up?
Textallion. Toakoi.
I'm fighting a kitty right now.
And also from the Otaku Ascended, VTuber extraordinaire, Suki. Sama. Who is probably away at the moment.
Probably wouldn't get a drink.
Yeah, maybe. But yes, we're here to bring you all of the news and information of the Brony community for this week, which once again has completely overwhelmed. It's kind of amazing how, there was so much talk about how the community is dying, and now I can't keep up. Oh,
You do realize that it's just for the new generation. Also, the fact we all still crazy.
yeah, I know. I'm just having fun with it, but yeah, I am excited though. So for the show today, we are going to be exploring not just one, but two games that came out by the Brony community. We have Mare Quest, where you are a mare and you're on a quest. Very deep.
Is it a master quest?
No, it's just a Mare Quest.
Ah,
Yeah. But along with that, we also have a leaked MLP G5 game that we're going to give a look at.
You mean the game that's being released later this month?
It is a game, and it got released, and it is this month. But yeah, we're going to go and take a look.
You're gonna have to deal with some emotional damage, aren't you?
We're going to be taking a look at it, and depending on time, we may even see about speed running it. As I promised, we were going to speed run a pony game. But, of course, we'll get to that a little bit. First off, let's go ahead and start off by warming up our vocal cords, getting a little bit of daily life out of the way, and just talking about whatever's on our mind before we completely dive into the world of pony and pony goodness. We do that, of course, with Wub. So, I must ask all of you once again, Bronies. What's up, Bronies?
I had my 10-year high school reunion in my hometown. It was a short gathering of people, but again, only 50 people went to my class, so not that surprising.
So,
And surprisingly, only 2 people got drunk to the point of falling over. One actually fell over, the other one was a bit tipsy.
That's fair enough.
Yes, I actually sometimes have a social life outside of this place.
I never said otherwise. I'm just when you said 2 of them got drunk to the point of falling over, but only one of them did. But then again, at the same time, I really wanted to ask because usually reunions aren't like a full-on school reunion. And if you had a small school, was it just like 10 or 15 people, or did you actually have a full 50 going on?
No, we actually had grades there because around us, yes, there were like actual classes of less than 10 people in certain schools, but we were the county seat, so we actually had enough people. Like I said, 50 people were in my grade. But compare that to some schools that have a minimum of like 100 to 120 per grade.
Right.
And only like roughly 15 to 20 of us showed up.
Okay, that sounds a little bit more like I figured a reunion would go by.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, that's nice that you got to catch up with old school mates and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So does anybody else have any other What's Up Brony going on with them?
Other than what I said in the lounge, not much other than physio and trying to get on with trying to chug along life and all.
I feel that. I'll go ahead and go do a little bit of What's Up Brony with me. There's not a whole lot going on, to be honest. It's been kind of a quiet week. However, I am going to share some spoils of war, as one is wont to do. This case, I managed to pick up a little bit of pony toyage.
Oh, how's that?
I got the Princess of Pippy Petals, so I got Trippy now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Of course, the only reason I did pick it up is, for some weird reason, it was on the clearance rack at my grocery store for $8.
Yeah, that's not bad. Actually, the other week, my mother did get me a older set of little standees from everyone in the main cast, plus the Royals, minus Luna, apparently.
Luna is most popular princess.
She better be.
Unfortunately, she doesn't get into the package. Flowy Hawk did, though.
Looks like our chat room's been having some fun. Went to Motor City Comic Con, Sonic Colors. Speaking of colors, I actually started up a new mead. I'm not going to show too much of it just yet because I want to see how it turns out because it's purely experimental. I basically mixed a bunch of honey with passion fruit tea. And if any of you have drunken passion fruit tea, it's bright red and it has quite a fruity flavor to it. So right now I'm trying to see what
manga I see in the background of that bookshelf for.
That is a lot of manga you see in the background. And oh my god, there's a glitch right there. I can't believe I didn't see that.
He is the master of disguise, you know.
Yeah. Well, plus I was
He
grabbing...
photobombed you.
Well, kind of. I was snapping a quick pic because I was in a rush.
Although your glitchy looks healthy and fluffy.
Yeah.
I know what store you bought that from because I know those reduced price stickers.
You might know the chain, but it's not the specific.
Yeah, I know the
store.
chain. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, I guess that's right. I don't know which one it is out in Utah.
Which also denotes everything right there because the fact that you know what I'm talking about also means that you're probably absolutely right. Yeah. Which, some people would be asking, well, why did you leave it there? It's a grocery store. The fact that they have a toy, it's not even a toy aisle. It's a toy section. It's 2 feet worth of toys. Half of them are like penny balls and stuff like that, and you get the random pony. I'm snagging this thing up.
Unless your store's like Walmart, you don't.
Yeah. Sorry.
Unless your store's like Walmart and such, most grocery stores have a thin, thin presence of toys.
I would say that, yeah, the toys there are usually just to try to entice some kid to run down there next to the shoe aisle or something crap. Let's face it.
I've seen some toys at like Atwoods here. I haven't checked Menards. They probably do. I know someone could confirm that, but I'm not going to invoke their wrath.
Anyway, but yeah, I'm so happy. I got Princess Pippi, and I'm also working on a new mead. And So far, it hasn't exploded, which I found out that can actually happen, and not in a good way.
Ooh.
I actually saw pictures of somebody's mead that exploded, and it's because apparently when they put cherries in it, they blended the cherries. One of the skins unfortunately got caught in the air trap.
Oh.
So when you have air fermentation going on, and there's nowhere for the carbon dioxide to escape from, what do you think is going to happen when that's all plugged up and the pressure keeps expanding?
Should we show the clip?
I don't need to think because I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Also, I was going to say, do we need to put in the clip of the hot water tank exploding from Mythbusters?
No, that would get us immediately hit out with a copyright strike.
Actually, Circuit,
It's a good image.
if you made if people could make their homemade mead and send it over to Ukraine, and the Ukrainians will have a makeshift bomb.
Oh, okay. First off, that's terrible, man. I mean, yeah. It's a good joke, a great joke even, but no.
No, they can use all the help because they're up against the hill right now.
We're not talking politics. We are moving on from that.
In all honesty, though, just to be on the safe side, if you are going to make mead, please make sure you exercise caution. Luckily, this was in the brewing process, so all it did was okay, and go ahead and get your giggles out of the way. It launched the bung out of the lid, so basically it just shot out their bung hole.
Oh, funny. Yeah, but yeah, this is why you should chop.
Yeah, don't worry, Circuit. I'm sure they had plenty of TP for that bunghole.
There it is. There it is. Somebody.
Yeah. But,
bunghole surgery.
This is why I would always say, unless you're doing actual like herb or whatnot. Sorry if I'm incorrect on terminology. Use some form of skin as you pour it in, so all the liquid goes down.
You're absolutely wrong.
Well, as I said, I could be wrong.
Well, the problem is a case of floating. What happens when you put a bunch of fruit in water?
It floats.
Thank you.
Floats to the top.
So yeah, it's just a case of make sure that if you have if you're going to be fermenting with large pieces of fruit, either make sure it's in a way where it's not going to plug the bunghole. I'll make the joke again. Or you do it in a bucket, so there is no bunghole to be blocked. Or in some weird...
Short, what you been up to?
But anyway, we're going to move on.
Not too much. Making my way along town.
Ah, hey, Short.
We're back.
In all seriousness, Circuit is right. Don't do that, people. What I just mentioned.
Yeah.
No, you're trying to be funny. It's all good.
No, we get it. Yeah. But no, seriously. Just a quick snap on that. Yeah, it is a troubling situation. Try to donate if you have the ability to, because money does help.
Yeah.
More than anything else, money helps. So we're gonna
make sure you're donating to the right organizations too.
Right. Yeah. 100% on that.
A lot of scammers out there.
Yeah.
But by the way, Sonic, they're actually cherries and making booze is one of the most big things out there, because with it you can make Viking blood. Yeah, there's a popular mead that's just basically called Viking blood, and it's cherries. It's just cherries. A lot of cherry juice.
I listened to a podcast recently on brewing beer, and the description of one of the steps of brewing beer, which is they described it as the yeast. What is it? The yeast consume. What was it? I'm gonna get some of the stuff wrong, but the yeast consumes the hops, and poops out sugar, and then the yeast keeps going until it drowns in its own poop.
Kind of, yeah. I believe it's actually eating the sugar itself. The hops has sugar in it, which the yeast is eating, and it craps out alcohol. Essentially, that's
until
why.
It that's what it was. Each sugar, it craps out alcohol, and it just keeps going until it drowns in its own crap.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Well, until it drowns in its own waste.
Yeah.
Or it gets drunk to death.
No, we're gonna go ahead and move on here.
Yeah, we.
All right, let's go ahead. Anybody else have any other What's Up, Brony, before we go on to news? News it is. And also, I do apologize. I apparently, for some weird reason, I have a fan going, and there's somebody mowing the lawn, and I have to have a window open, or I'm gonna freaking bake. So hopefully none of the audio is bleeding through. If it is though, and it gets bad enough, I might have to just deal with the sauna in the household in a bit.
In fairness, I also have a fan going, but it's farther away. And my mother was mowing the lawn a while ago, but I think she stopped now, so I know your feeling.
Yeah, but you're not recording a podcast. Anyway,
No, I'm on the podcast, and while the host can mute me, it's still, faux pas.
Right, I get it. All right, anyway, let's move. Let's get on.
Because there's no way anybody could mow the lawn up here right now.
Well, finally, let's move on to the news. Starting off with news here, we're going to go ahead and talk about the convention scene. Now, one thing I think I mentioned it, but at the same time I didn't. I don't know. It was kind of a weird one. Sequestria Fest had their convention this last weekend, and apparently it did rather well. I'm not sure what the attendance numbers were, but apparently it was enough that they have already said that they're going to be doing another one next year.
Wasn't it in that Ocean City, Maryland?
Yep. And yeah, I did see a few posts on Twitter about it and people having fun. So yeah, it looks like it was a pretty rousing success altogether, which that alleviates one of my major concerns in regards to it. But yeah, Sequestria Fest was as mentioned. Oh wow, this actually, Sorry, just pulling that up now. Okay, So yeah, Sequestria Fest was in Maryland and Ocean City.
Oh, we hear all that.
Okay, that's not me though. What was
So
that?
I'm telling Toa.
Toa.
Me?
Yes.
We can literally hear everything you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Bad. Yeah, you might need to move your mic away or mute while you're typing.
Mittens.
Really bad typing mittens, man.
Well, actually, my mic was directly at it, so that's probably why.
That probably didn't help, no. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, it was a Grand Hotel in Ocean City, Maryland, and it went off rather well, and they're playing a next one, Toa!
Okay, is it really that sensitive?
Yes. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and move on. The next convention, Epona Fest, which will be in Italy, is this weekend. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see the reports on the next pony convention in Italy. As for U.S. convention, Winnie City is set to come out in 2.5 weeks. They recently announced their musician panel, and yep, it's full steam ahead. So I'm excited to see how that goes. And TruckCon, sorry.
I was about to say, I think Winchester did say he is doing the audio Winnie City.
Oh, great! I hope we can hear about all of the fun and events that happens there. But another big one I do want to point out: TruckCon, the official TruckCon this year instead of the pushbackers or the random holiday one. The Carnival of Fun will be happening in 2 months, and earlier today I was finally able to cement plane tickets for Blinked Mind. So me and Blinked are definitely both going to be there this year.
Lucky enough to be the actual hotel too.
Oh yeah, I got a hotel room within the first 10 minutes. And yeah, they even had to open up an additional hotel. Not another block, a whole other hotel. Which
they filled the hotel completely.
Yeah, I'm hoping that
that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it's still it's a great thing even, but it still sucks because
it's crazy. Yeah, it sucks for anybody that wasn't able to get the hotel. We had somebody in one of our groups that wasn't able to get a hold of a room.
Well, at least hopefully they can get into the additional hotel, and apparently they're going to be doing like half-hour, 15-minute shuttles and stuff.
Yeah, that tends to work fairly well. I think last time I was down to AWA, we were in a hotel with a shuttle service, so that worked out well.
Yeah. So if you are planning on going to TrotCon and you didn't get a hotel yet, you can get one now, but it is going to be in their runoff hotel. But if it's going as fast as the original hotel did, I would recommend doing it sooner than later.
Sonic, he was talking about C Pony Con, Lone Wolf Gamer.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait, what? MC3?
Yeah, in the chat.
What's MC3?
It's the Comic Con that Sonic went to. The Motor
Oh,
City.
Motor City Con. Yeah.
Yeah, we already mentioned that, Sonic.
Oh no. You know what? Let's let the chat room have at it. They're talking to each other.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I will say I haven't looked at it, but like the unfortunate thing with TrotCon is that the Ramada is probably a little ways away from TrotCon because I happened to go down there a couple months ago to visit a friend. I was on the way down through, and there's not a lot of hotels near the convention, near the DoubleTree there. But the Ramada isn't in the block that I had looked at other hotels in either, so I don't know where the Ramada is. Or not was it the Ramada? Yeah, it's the Ramada. The other hotel.
Right. Yeah, might need to look into that a little bit. I mean, I'm glad they still have the shuttle service, so it shouldn't be too hard to get there and back. But yeah, it would be a pain in the butt if it ends up being like 20 or 25 minutes to go from to there and back.
It's not having driven around that area a lot. It's not like a busy area though, so like you'd not a lot of traffic fighting to get from there to another convention. You'd probably want to use the shuttle service though, because there's probably going to be a lot of parking issues.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of conventions, there's also one other one that you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I keep hearing about it and then I keep missing it, and then I don't know. Let's see. I think it was Backyard Ponies. Oh yeah, Backyard Small Horse Con. Is this it? Oh no! Oh wait, no. That that already ended. Apparently, never mind. Yeah, there was an online convention as well, but it's already gone. It's done.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I kept forgetting about it because I kept mixing up the date, and I thought it was this weekend too. So, never mind. Instead, Winnie City, as we mentioned, has announced their musicians, and wow, they got a nice little lineup for the next couple of days for that weekend. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm excited to hear about it because I'm not going to be able to see any of it unless they do it online. Maybe they'll do it online.
I see a familiar face or two.
Yep. Forever Free. Let's see. Got Bolt the Super Pony, Melody Brony. It's a couple I'm not familiar with, but it doesn't mean that they haven't been around. They may even have some new talent in there that I'm referring. That I'm.
Bolt has come a long way since his early days in the fandom.
Yeah, I'm glad to see the other people in the fandom are pushing forward and getting more and more awesome things happening. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's go on to some of this. Ponies at Dawn. Speaking of music, Ponies of Dawn. Actually, here we go. This is something, if you want music this weekend and you can't go to Winnie, Ponies at Dawn is doing their release of Zenith. And I apologize for the sound burst that's about to happen here for the next couple of seconds.
Also, you're not sharing screens with us.
I know. It wasn't a sound burst, though, so I'm kind of happy about that. I was worried. So Ponies at Dawn is releasing their next album, and they're doing a full release party this weekend on May the 21st. So, yep, this is an awesome time to, if you want to just jump in and enjoy their music. They'll be streaming it on, Ponyville FM. Along with that, you can also buy their album right now, pre-order on Bandcamp. It's a pay what you want for it album. So it could be as little as $1, or it could be as much as $1 million. But I don't think anybody's gonna really pay.
Yeah, that's if any of us here have that much money.
Yeah. But in the case, you can either tune into the music, pay for it, which will be fun. It'll help them out too. Donations go to supporting all the musicians who take part in the album. So that's always a good way to support the amazing people that are involved. And yeah, just more pony music and a full-on album to go with it. Can't say anything wrong with that. Next, for those of you who like attorneys and ponies and big long stories that we will never be able to show on the show, Elements of Justice, Crusading for Turnabout, Case 2, Episode 5, that's a mouthful, has officially been released as of a few days ago. If you've been following this, now you have been given the heads up, so you can make sure to watch it. Again, these are over an hour long, so you better be ready to sit down and enjoy it. However, if you haven't been aware of this, or you haven't been keeping up, now you've been notified. So, you may want to check it out. Moving right along. Equestria Daily has done an interview with Saber Spark. So if you really are curious about Saber Spark, the man behind a lot of different animation theory crafting, and now more animation theory crafting, with random pony involvements and also furry jokes. Good furry jokes, I might add. But then yeah, you can hear the interview with Saber Spark, who is still a major part of the fandom even now, which is really awesome, even though he's kind of expanded his YouTube repertoire.
Yeah.
Now this next part, major spoilers. Major. We're putting on the spoiler tag now, and I'm giving you all the major heads up, because
Hush.
This is stupid spoiler. This is stupid how spoiler this is. So, as we've been mentioning over and over and over, later on this month, the Maritime Bay Day Festival of My Little Pony Make Your Mark is soon to release. This is the 3D special, 45 minutes long, that will be on YouTube. So, the fact that, not YouTube, Netflix.
Netflix.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say, that kind of sounded odd for a second.
Yeah. Netflix. So, in order to anticipate this, we have an official trailer, which of course shows snippets of everything that's going on, and let's face it, it does contain some spoilers. If you want to go in completely blind, I would definitely recommend not
Sonny looks high as hell in that screenshot.
Considering how stressed she looks in the cartoon, I think that she found her way of dealing with the stress. I mean, seriously, you see some of her images in Tell Your Tale? She looks like she's ready to break. It's actually kind of funny in a way.
The first movie there had some great pause and take a look at the scene stuff.
Yeah. But yeah,
This
so
one
you
have a
haven't.
bunch too.
Yep, you have an official trailer, and not only that, they also have released the first 3 minutes of the special, so you can get a better idea of what the animation and movement and everything will be like. Heads up, it's
Ooh, I
not.
haven't seen that one, yeah.
Heads up, it is not as good as the movie. I get that, but
No.
it's not bad either. It's just not as good as the movie, and that does not surprise me.
Didn't have a budget.
They don't have a movie budget. It's like watching How to Train Your Dragon and then watching the Dragon Riders
television show.
It's watching watching it. There's a difference, and yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's a you gotta be.
Works, it's just not to the quality that the movie was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just a heads up there. And however, so you think, oh, Circuit, that's not spoilery enough. They also released a full synopsis of the Make Your Mark movie.
Oh, I haven't read it. Jeez.
So you can't.
I was avoiding.
So yeah, there's 2 paragraphs here that basically spoil what the entire movie is about. So yes, high spoiler warning. You know what? This isn't high enough. See this? See this mare? See her fear? There's spoilers. Spoilers. This will spoil you.
Get out of these spoilers.
You gotta get
Oh,
that cheese out of the fridge. It's spoiled. You left that milk out too long. It's spoiled. I gave my cat too many kitty treats. It's spoiled. Anyway.
I know this came out today, but you did see that they had the official name generator, right?
Spoiled. What name generator?
Go to home on Equestria Daily. It should be one of the first news stories. It's on the actual MLP website.
I'll worry about that next week. We got too much already to talk about.
I understand that. I'm just telling you now.
The bed of the call.
Tokoi talked about something that we'll talk about next week. Spoilers. Okay. All right.
So bad that someone had to run.
Tokoi talked about something that we told him not to. Spoiled. Okay, moving on.
Oh no! Spoilers!
All right, so okay, so you have been warned. Spoilers if you look at any of that stuff. Personally, I'm going to avoid it because I got enough I found out enough that I know it's spoilers, and I'm not reading the rest. So moving on. So a few years ago, when ponies were starting to go on the end of season 9, and they were starting to advertise the small shorts that were going to be happening, a la
Claymation.
Well, not a la Claymation. It was Pony Life.
Mm-hmm.
To advertise Pony Life, they had a 3D Pinkie Pie talk show, and of course, Claymation Ponies, as was mentioned. Now, of course, what has to happen is these Claymations have to be made. So they have finally got all of the information together on how these Claymations have been done, and you can get little snippets as well as images, screenshots, things like that of the full Claymation setup of how they claymated these ponies.
Yeah, a lot of work gets done.
It is extremely labor intensive.
Yeah, there's a lot done, but that means makes it all the more fun to actually look into it if you really want.
Mm-hmm.
So the information is there. Now, speaking of spoilers, issue 3 of the Generation 5 My Little Pony comic. We didn't talk too much about this issue because its little synopsis contained a major spoiler. But now we have the retail incentive cover for this issue. And it's not bad.
Not spoilery.
It's not, it never was, but it's not a bad image. I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm going to go out and buy it, but it's not a bad one either.
It is just a pony and a dog.
Yep.
Don't spike the dog.
Spike the dog. Actually, I would love to see somebody spike that dog. That'd be funny.
Well, I've looked in the comics. I should look into it again.
Yeah. I definitely would recommend it. But yeah, if I would have also advised though being highly cautious about what you read about what the comic contains, because it does have quite a bit of spoilers, and I don't know if it's canonical spoilers either, which makes it all the more tricky. So have fun with that.
It is until it is.
I said, do we have to run DMC this?
I don't know. But let's go ahead and move on regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to be talking about this a little bit later. But an MLP G5 game has been leaked. The horror, the thrills, the chills, the spills. Of course,
emotional damage.
If you really want to know about it or want to check it out, there is a full YouTube video of it. However, since we are going to be playing the game here in just a moment, we're not going to actually look at the video. But I wanted to let you know that the article and information is there if you are curious and want to check it out for yourself. Moving on. Speaking of release things, so who wants to have a best friend that you've made yourself? And it's not Bubble Buddy. What?
Necromancy?
You know what? Maybe Necromancy would work. But in this case, Tell Your Tale, episode 9, released a few days ago. This one dealing with Izzy and Senor Butterscotch.
One of the ones I have seen.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we aren't going to be talking about this episode. I just wanted to put it on blast in case you haven't had a chance to check it out. Because this is basically Izzy in her Izziest, literally walking around with a makeshift pony and getting into shenanigans for
Why does that
Tuesday.
thing look like a mech troll?
There is one thing I want to say because I haven't had a chance to catch up with any of these until the last couple that I've been slowly getting the other ones through YouTube as it shows up on my feed now.
Yep.
Has Fluttershy 2.0 been in all of these?
Not all of them, but she started to pop up during the later ones. Speaking of which, actually, we're talking about one of her first appearances later today, which is ironic.
Ooh.
But we'll get into that in a bit. Next and last but not least, merchandising. Merchandising. Where all of our jokes are made. So in this case, first off, descriptions of Cutie Mark Mix-Up, Merry Christmas Every Pony, really? And Meet the Ponies of Maritime Bay. The descriptions have been updated. So, here we go. Merry Christmas Every Pony, in retelling of My Little Pony Winter Wish Day Special. Oh, that's going to be... I think we just found out about a special that's going to be coming out at some point. It talks about the favorite ponies as how they celebrate the winter holidays.
They better not call it
I mean,
Christmas.
I can tell you about. Heck yeah, I was gonna say I can tell you when it's coming out. Probably.
Actually, I think
winter comes around again.
I think we just got a sneak peek at what they are going to be calling it, because it's obviously not going to be Burn Your Doll Day. I forget the name of it. Heartswarming. Thank you.
Heartswarming.
Yeah, it's not gonna be Heartswarming anymore. From the sound of it, I think it's called Winter Wish Day.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Fairly Odd Parents want their episode title back.
It's a very educated guess, though. I could be completely wrong. Next, I Can Read, Make the Ponies of Maritime Bay. You get to hear about the ponies in a level 1 reading book. I have nothing to add to that. Next, Cutie Mark Mix-Up, based on the animated series. This one, the ponies must come together to fix up where cutie marks have been mixed up, apparently. But it's a kid's book, so I don't expect high art. Or low art. I
expect art in there somewhere.
Expect some kind of art. I'm trying to think of a joke, but I honestly can't roll it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move on.
We can't go the high expectation, low expectation, and no expectation, because there will be art.
Oh my god. Okay.
Sounds like a threat. There will be art.
All right. You know what? I should have double checked on this. I didn't realize this till now, but because I just found out about this, we gotta put up spoilers again.
Oh no!
Because we got merch that unfortunately lists spoilers. So, yeah, if you're wanting to avoid, now is the time. And this is major spoilers. Ooh. So, new toy called the Mini World Magic Epic Mini Crystal Bright House. Really? Anyway, included...
That's quite a mouthful.
Is a full-on set of characters, including Sparky Sparkeroni, the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I have seen fan art of that beforehand between Ocellus and Smolder, and it was a funny little setup.
So, looks
I'm
like...
not sure about the name Sparky Sparkeroni.
Sparky Sparkeroni. It sounds like somebody's attempted trying to make a pizza.
Izzy probably named him.
Yeah, that's what
you
I'm
know
about it.
$100 on that one. $100 on Izzy.
You just called Sparky. The Sparkiny.
But yes, the toys are about have a few different pony figures. Funny enough, Pip has been replaced with Hitch. Nothing was lost.
Oh boy!
But yeah, then it's got a bunch of little things that they can all pick up because they can,
Magnets.
and also a little like crate
Camper.
camper toy thing. Yeah, it's not the greatest toy in the world, but it is kind of interesting and cute and fun.
Makes
in
sense
its own
why
way.
Pip wouldn't be in the great outdoors.
Oh, I see. It's a smoothie truck. You can have him outside of a smoothie truck. And apparently this was part of the Hoof to Heart toy series.
I could drive a smoothie truck.
All right,
And
and
baby, I love you. Beep, beep, beep.
all right, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and replace the toys. And now we'll go ahead and remove spoiler tag once again. And the promo shot for another promo shot of KFC Indonesia's G5 molded figures for chicken, or the Izzy shot.
No, look at
Forget
Pip.
Izzy, look at Pip and Hitch.
Not the Izzy.
Look at
I'm sorry,
and
Pip.
tell me there is a God.
That's Pip. I meant Pip. Why did I say Izzy? Hold on.
What do they do to you?
As I said,
My boy.
Look at
What did they
Pip
do to my
and tell me
boy?
there's a God.
There's a God and he has a sense of humor. Now, I'm trying to see if I can find this real fast, but I don't think I may not be able to. But yeah, somebody actually took the Indonesian art here, and they actually made an actual full-on sketch of this, of that face, that actual pit face. All right, I'm gonna try one more time here real fast. Oh, hold on, that might. Okay. Darn it. Okay, sorry, not happening. It's out there somewhere. Take a look for it. I wish I could give you more. Sorry, guys. This is what I get for trying to basically run off the rails here. It never works. It does not work. Well, yeah, enjoy the derpy faces.
The rails on a crazy train.
Enjoy the derpy faces. I'm sure we'll.
Are you really trying to ride off the rails? There are no rails.
We're gonna go ahead and move on, though. And with that, that is it for the news. Now for the next little bit of content here. Of course, we have what we always do every single week in order to test everybody's artistic skills, or at least encourage them to try to draw something, or music something, or write something. But we have the challenge of the week.
Do I
This-
need to get my
Challenging.
crystal?
This challenge of the week was flowers. Where was the fountain?
You got a fountain. Somebody else did flowers.
Nope. It wasn't someone. It was coal dust.
Oh, I said the train call.
I could go for some Vermont maple syrup right about now.
Feather, train, syrup.
Ah, there's a coal dust.
Hello.
Somebody wants some maple syrup?
All right, so we had the protest initiative. We had the challenge of the week, which was fountain, but we also had a protest initiative challenge.
Flowers.
Flowers.
It was flowers. The protest initiative challenge this week is flowers.
Flowery!
And of course,
Oh no, it's flowery.
so in my infinite wisdom, once again, I decided to try to test myself by drawing a pony in a precarious pose, working on my shadowing and shading, and also giving somebody a little bit of homage and grief. A little bit of both.
The best way to do it.
So here's
Hey,
Creature.
it's Creature. Aw, it looks so cute.
Yes. Creature as a statue on a fountain with flowers.
It's adorable. 10 out of 10. I like it. It's very cute.
Yep. I
Picture
actually...
with flowers in the pantry.
Somebody help me. I can't click on Discord. I keep on clicking my Opera GX. Okay.
No, that's pretty standard. You always want to click on where you want to go.
I know. So yeah, I did work on some shading based off of a few hints that a few bits of advice I got from an art critique area. I still need to work on it a little bit more, but I think it at least looks a little bit different, I guess.
I will say it's looking really good. I'm very impressed
the
with
trees in
you're
the
coming
background
along.
are very nice.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hopefully, creature doesn't wondering what the hell. But along with that, we also have Colda. We have Colda. We have this guy right here.
Hi.
It's Toa, not me.
It's Toa.
I wasn't productive this week. I did do a sketch that I started inking, but I didn't get very far with. But I don't think y'all want to see my whips because they're not great.
They're probably better than you think they are.
I mean, it'd be better for me to actually finish it, but we'll get there. We'll see.
Yeah, I started on a statue-like thing. I originally thought, maybe I'll do circuit, but as I kept going, the body just wasn't going, so I went, just make it a natural statue. Also, when I saw you did creature, I went, nah, I don't need to copy that. Just do something different.
It looks nice. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, and did we get any other entries?
I don't know if Vaguely's done his thing.
He's not even in the chat from what I've read.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like we got anything else. It's been a slow couple of months. I think everybody.
To do one of these actually again at some point.
Yeah. But in that case, only one thing to do. We got to go ahead and get our next week's challenge to try to entice and encourage people to work on creativity. Because remember, it's not just art that we want to encourage. We want to encourage everything from writing to interpretive dance to claymation models, or maybe even doing a random TikTok for some weird reason. Whatever goes, because creativity is what counts. And of course, that means chatters. It's up to you. We randomly draw from all of your suggestions. Everybody gets one suggestion per show. We put them all together in a big randomizer, and then we randomly pull from it, and it will randomly pick somebody who who has gotten it several times and gives us the worst one possible. But that's how it randomly goes. Because that's how random works, right?
Yep.
So, we got riffing. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be kind of funny if that's pratfall. Okay.
Ooh, pratfall's always good.
I gotta love a little physical humor. Got riffing, pratfall. Everybody gets one. Everybody and anybody. From the 80s. Oh.
I remember the 80s.
Oh, Draconic Quest. That's a good one. Doing things with grass. There are many things you could do with grass. Like, end it. Just...
Ooh.
Alright. Do we have any...
Can I add?
Yes, you can.
Yep. Bowling. Alright, go ahead.
From the 30s.
From the 30s.
I want to
I
challenge
remember
y'all.
the 80s.
Everyone does 80s nostalgia. Let's see some 30s nostalgia. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
What if we do...
That's right. The midst of the Great Depression.
What if we...
Maybe.
I want to make so many jokes about what if we do like an attempt at seeing the future, like what's gonna happen in the 2030s, and then I'm thinking it'd probably be another Great Depression. It's like, oh, circuit, why?
We're already nearing the Great Depression.
That's the joke. That's the joke.
Maybe we can do the 20s or the zeros.
Yeah.
No,
We need 2000s nostalgia. We do not need that. There's no nostalgia there.
There's
It
nothing
does-
nostalgic about it.
You know what? No, I stand corrected.
Well, at least
Old
that's
school
so, too.
SpongeBob. That's nostalgic.
Oh wait, do you mean for like the early 2000s?
Yeah, early 2000s.
I
mean,
have so much nostalgia for the early 2000s. That was when I was a kid.
I wasn't a
It
kid
was
anymore.
GameCube and Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts was in the
Remind you, Circuit,
90s.
the reason we don't have any nostalgia for the 2000s is because we were already older by that point.
We
was
were
the
old
age of-
and suck.
It was the age of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Okay, you got
Ooh,
me there.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, we got
It was
Foster's.
the age of
And Nintendo
PS2.
64.
And I
You
got
Most
the
of Ed,
age
and Eddie
of-
was also in the
No.
2000s too.
You can forget the big one, Nintendo 64, man.
Oh yeah.
A Nintendo 64.
Nintendo
Teen
64.
Titans.
Go!
The
No,
first
not-
PlayStation.
The first
We
Teen
had
Titans, not
Wii.
that awful abomination.
All right, so random poll, and we get pratfall. But we also still have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Yes, the Protest Initiative Challenge this week is My Little Pony, My Little Ponytails, Teddy, specifically Teddy. I want to see your Teddy.
So,
Didn't we already do Teddy?
No, I
Did
did
we
Teddy.
do Teddy?
I technically drew Teddy, but it's just because he did ponytails, and I just ran with Teddy.
So we
Hell
haven't
yeah.
just done Teddy.
Teddy.
Actually, it
Let's
wasn't.
go.
I don't think it was Tails in general. I think he just said early My Little Pony, so I just did Teddy in a bunny suit.
oh
That-
right, it was the
yeah.
bunny suit.
That's fair.
Yeah, the bunny suit one.
All right, so next week's challenge is pratfall with the protest challenge of My Little Pony Tails, Teddy.
Yeah.
Ruxpin.
No,
Don't be afraid to be mean to him. He deserves it.
it's a pratfall. It's almost required at this point.
Side note. Sweetheart could do so much better. I'm just saying.
Yes, she could have.
Yeah.
He likes trash,
she,
though.
like she could go for Lancer. Lancer is like very polite. He's got money. He's also like weirdly the nicer of the boy characters. I don't know why. Although he's also rich, so he's probably going to be a total douchebag one day. Who knows?
I think it's funny. You were talking about Lancer. My immediate thought was, why would Teddy be with Lancer? But I mean, that's very
Oh,
adult.
that'd be
It's very adult thinking, but it's like, oh no way.
I mean, I could ship it.
Technically, I think it
By
already
the
shipped
way-
itself.
By the way, Teddy, not at all loyal to Sweethearts. He freaking like asked out Bonbon at one point. What the fuck? And
well,
that was after
fair,
like
Bonbon's a cutie.
it's so
Well,
complicated.
yeah,
It's still scummy,
you
though.
don't want to deal with Cole when he goes through over the shipping charts. We will be here for a while.
all right.
This isn't even shipping charts. This is just like the canon relationships between these ponies, which I like. It's not really relationships. But yeah, you know.
Oh, the trick was they were 90s teenagers, so that's what everybody figured 90s teenagers were.